Hi all, it's Miss McGee. I have a really cool book I wanted to share with you today. And this book is actually going to be in our library, so you can always check it out later eventually. But this is called Have You Thanked an Inventor Today? It's by Patrice McLaurin and it's illustrated by Diane Wang. I love that, especially with our STEM focus here, and we love inventing new things. So let's take a look at this book. Have you thanked an inventor? The world is full of inventions. Some of them we don't even think about. But if we took the time to think about them, we'd realize we wouldn't want to live without them. You see, inventions, they make our lives easier, much easier, and they always make our lives so much more fun. So we should thank the inventors who invent great inventions, for without them, we might not get anything done. Like, for instance, when your mom wakes you up in the morning to let you know it's time to go to school, you stretch out and yawn and rub the corners of your eyes and probably wipe away last night's drool. Thank you, Benjamin Banneker. That's when you happen to glance over at your clock and realize that you're running a bit late. Well, you wouldn't know that if it were not for Benjamin Banneker. He invented the first clock in the United States. Thanks, Benjamin. So you put on your clothes and you rush to the bathroom. You wash your face and brush your teeth and brush your hair. Well, you should thank Lida Newman for part of your morning grooming, as the modern day hairbrush was her awesome idea. Thank you, Lida Newman. That's awesome. Thank you, John Stannard. Afterwards, you're called in the kitchen for breakfast. This morning, it's cereal with fruit and wheat toast. Well, thank goodness John Stannard improved the refrigerator, because hot milk with your cereal is pretty gross. Thank you, Garrett Morgan. And when you're on your way to school, whether you're a bus rider, a car rider, or you walk, you have to thank Garrett Morgan for the traffic light. Otherwise, none of our streets would be safe to cross. Then after you've settled into your classroom and you've taken out your supplies because you're such a scholar, please remember to show love to Mr. John Love, for his invention was none other than the pencil sharpener. Thank you, John Robinson. Now, as much as I know that you love to learn, you'll admit that sometimes lunch is your favorite time of day. Well, you can thank John Robinson for your lunchbox, but for what's inside it, it's your mom or dad that you'll need to thank. And what does mom usually pack in your lunchbox? Tasty snacks that make your belly go yum. Like peanut butter invented by George Washington Carver, or potato chips invented by George Crumb. Thank you, George Washington Carver, and thank you, George Crumb. Fast forward, the school day is now over. It's been a long one, and you're happy to be home. You check the mailbox invented by P. Downing. Then chill out in front of the air conditioner invented by Frederick Jones. Thank you, P. Downing, and thank you, Frederick Jones. Plus, your teacher didn't assign any homework, so you decide to play a few games on the cell phone. Well, if it wasn't for Henry Sampson's gamma electric cell, believe it or not, there would be no cell phone. Thank you, Henry Sampson. And these are just a few awesome inventions. There are countless other ones that I didn't even mention, like the doorknob invented by O. Dorsey, or the guitar invented by Robert Fleming. Sarah Boone invented the ironing board, and Thomas Stewart invented the mop. Lonnie Johnson invented the super soaker, and W.A. Martin, he invented the lock. So now here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a moment or two and ponder over how your life would be if these inventions weren't created for you. Take a minute and look at the pictures of him pondering. Then, as you lie in your bed this evening and you think about how your day was spent, don't forget to thank an inventor. Then dream about what you'd like to invent. I can already see he's dreaming of some pretty cool things he wants to invent. A robot maybe, and some construction. Oh, a spaceship. Super cool. What things would you like to invent? You'll have to think about that and share those with me. So the cool thing about this book, if you ever see it, is it tells you, it has a biography in the back of each of the inventors that were mentioned in the book and tells you about them. So for example, Benjamin Banneker was a mathematician, an astronomer, and a writer. He invented America's first clock in the early 1750s, and he helped to design the city of Washington, D.C. Thank you, Benjamin Banneker. So you can read about all these cool people, or maybe you can learn about them on your own. So I have a couple riddles to see if you can solve that are in the book. If you walk into a room and you find that it's really hot, you can turn me on and I'll cool it down a lot. What am I? That's right, the air conditioner. All right, I have another one. People love me because I help traffic flow. My red means stop and my green means go. What am I? That's right, the traffic light. All right, here's another one. I have 2 hands, yet I don't have any arms. People often use me if they need an alarm. What am I? That's right, a clock. All right, let's try 2 more. I'm often filled with letters, but they're not in the alphabet. It's always nice to open me and find a letter from a friend. What am I? That's right, it's a mailbox. All right, here we go. If there's a huge spill, you'll be happy that I'm around. I usually clean up messes that are on the floor or on the ground. What am I? You got it, a mop or a broom. Pretty cool, isn't it? So all of these great things are in here, and it also tells you how to create your own invention box and maybe coming up with some ideas of what you would like to invent. What's the name of your invention? What does your invention do? And how will your invention make life easier or more fun for everyone? This is pretty cool. I love the author Patrice McLaurin and what she had to share with us, and I believe she has another book as well. Hope you enjoyed it, everybody. Can't wait to see or hear about all the great things you all want to invent.